Did Enea Bastianini let Pecco Bagnaia win the Malaysian Grand Prix? Well, that is the theory I have seen across social media since the race last Sunday. And is there any truth to it? Well, let's find out. Now, as you know, Ducati would love to win the MotoGP world title more than anything else. They have not won the title since 2007 with Casey Stoner, and they have their best chance yet as Bagnaia heads into Valencia with a 23-point lead over Fabio Quartararo. The odds are well and truly in his corner, but Bagnaia has staged one of the greatest comebacks in motorsport, as at one point he was 91 points behind championship leader Fabio Quartararo. But now, heading to Valencia, he is on the brink of winning the title. But there are sections of MotoGP fans who believe that Ducati have gifted him the title due to team orders. The latest theory is that Enea Bastianini, who will be Bagnaia's teammate next season, let him win the Malaysian Grand Prix after the two battled all race long. Is this true? Personally, I don't think so. Let's take a look at the numbers and information that we have available to us. Now, Bastianini took the lead on lap 10 and then led laps 11 to 13 before Bagnaia took the lead again. Ducati team boss Davide Tardozzi stated after the race that Bastianini couldn't run the pace by himself when he was out front, and he was only quicker when he was following Bagnaia. Yes, that might be true, but there isn't much in it, as Bastianini was only slower by a tenth and a half on one of the laps that he led. And he was even faster than Bagnaia by 4 tenths on the first lap that he led, which was lap 11. And you have to remember that when Enea Bastianini took the lead, it was the halfway point of the race, and he was conserving tyre life for the crucial laps later in the race. Bagnaia obviously felt that he was quicker, and that's why he retook the lead and went on to win the race. I would only suggest that he had more in reserve compared to Bastianini, as he was able to lap more consistently than the Gresini rider. But crucially, Bastianini was able to keep pace as he entered the final lap, and then looked much stronger on the brakes. However, at turn 10, he ran wide and allowed Bagnaia to stay out of overtaking range and ultimately win the race. We got even more of an indication from Bastianini in the cooling down room before the podium that he was struggling with feeling in the final few laps, and he just wasn't able to get the bike turned. He even said that the traction on his GP21 just didn't feel right, and that's why he wasn't able to get close for a final overtake on the last lap. As we have mentioned, some people don't think this is true and believe that Bastianini was told not to overtake Bagnaia if he was in the position to do so. Why I don't think this is true is because earlier in the race, Pramac Ducati rider Jorge Martin was leading the race comfortably and was looking to build a gap to take his first win of the season. But he crashed out after pushing too hard at turn 5. He stated before the race he did not care about Bagnaia's championship situation and wanted to win. I think that Enea was in the same mindset. He wanted to add another victory to his incredible 2022 season. And, of course, there was a small possibility of him still winning the title if Bagnaia didn't finish in Malaysia. And I believe this was the reason he was pushing him so hard. He was adding pressure and forcing him into a mistake, just like he did in France when the two battled for the lead. He has also raced him very hard in Misano and in Aragon where he won. So Bagnaia knows that he'd have to be perfect to hold off his future teammate. And he was. Enea just didn't have enough in the end, and it was a similar story to how it was at Misano. He just couldn't get past. So there you have it. Pecco Bagnaia rode a brilliant race to hold off Enea Bastianini, and that's the way I see it. The pace was incredibly close, but it was ultimately Bagnaia who came out victorious, and deservedly so. Now that Bastianini is out of the title fight, who knows what role he'll play in Valencia. It'll certainly be an interesting situation to keep an eye on. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like below, and don't forget to subscribe to Crash MotoGP for more content. We will see you next time.